Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So where will you stand, bud?
Um, the first night, first 2 nights I just stayed, just camping, man, I guess. I went on a hike, just went to clear out my thoughts. Just to, just to think, man. And then, yesterday, Els and Winston kind of convinced me to come back.
How did they manage that?
It was really when I heard, man. Well, I'll explain it to you. Damn, they really got a whole stage there.
Shots in my brain.
Hey guys, welcome to Stab City.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Welcome to the Stab City talent show. Woo!
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Talk to us, Fed.
Let's go. What you want to know?
Where your head's at, bro?
Well, I'll tell you. So, after I got kidnapped by T, I basically convinced him to not shoot me. And I basically understood his perspective, right? And I can understand as to why he feels wrong. And him not shooting me showed to me there's still a side of him that cares. And so when I went to have that conversation with Patel on the hill, I basically told him, I feel like every time T comes to try to conclude this whole thing, Sparky doubles down and I get the shit end of it. Sparky doubled down the first time, he shot him, stole his money, I got blown up for it. The second time he doubled down, he didn't even tell us that night. The night where I got kidnapped. Sparky had a conversation with T 30 minutes before, and Sparky didn't even tell us. But he doubled down. And so I got kidnapped again, bro, and I almost got shot for it. I got my chain stolen. So I told Patar, the way I see the gang going right now with Sparky's decisions, I don't think there's gonna be a future for Mandem. Because I feel like the way Sparky's making his decisions is based off of not what he really feels, but trying to stay on his word. Right? He shot T because he made his word to the boys, whereas he knew I wasn't the right decision, but still made it. And essentially, what I told Patar is, I need some time wait to think, and whilst I'm gone, I need you, Sparky, and T to sort out your mess because it's clearly a them-free situation. Because no matter what we do, we won't be able to end this whole war. It's down to them three. And Patar said he'll make it right. And after hearing yesterday that Patar did try to make it right, but he's in the ICU, it kind of showed me that, yeah, Patar tried to change. He knew that what he did was wrong, but tried to make a change and try to sort the shit out. And so obviously, after hearing that from Els and Winston, it kind of put shit to perspective. But
But what?
I still don't like. I want you to know, I didn't leave the gang, and I don't side with T. either, right? As much as we fucked him over, he's fucked us over as well. And I had a conversation with TSD as well. I don't know how much we can believe him, but he just said the only way to end this is if he speaks to Sparky. And that
So
might just
T said is his terms for ending everything is he wants four things. He wanted the gold, he wanted the block, he wanted Sparky's life, and he wanted Patar's life. He's got two of them already. You know?
okay.
And
But
as much as everything you've just said is completely valid, we ain't moving like a gang. And
Oh, no,
we
yeah.
really need to, bro. Like, I understand full well, from what you said, like Patar's interests, or like Patar had our best interests going to T to hand him the gold and to make it right, but he's moving as an individual, and I know he was trying to help the gang, but when the gang agrees together, we ain't gonna hold, like, we ain't gonna give him the gold, and we're gonna make sure Patar's safe, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Like, we need to stick to them things. People need to stop acting off emotions and acting as an individual, and agree as a group, and then stick to it.
you say T wanted to take his life, right?
No,
Oh,
he
he didn't.
didn't want to take his life. He wanted Sparky's life.
Hey.
He wanted Sparky's life and Patar's life. I think he's sick, bro. Sick in the head. He wanted to feel like he could have finished him off, but didn't. I think he thrives off that a little bit.
Hey, what's good? What?
Get your fucking ass back in the game.
Yeah, I know. You're right.
Like, I'm gonna be straight up with you, Ved. Over the next week or so, like, or how I am moving on, bro, I'm gonna be caring less about individuals, and we need to start actually moving like a gang, bro.
No, I agree. No, and this is what I was gonna come to my next point. The reason why I didn't want to talk to you whilst I was away is, and I'm gonna tell you, the main two people who I don't want to talk to that day was you and James, and because, bro, as much as we ban and shit, there's a certain level of ban, and bro, when I get messages after me getting kidnapped from you and James calling me a bitch and Deadwood, bro, you like it kind of comes across. It's just disrespectful, bro. You know.
Yeah, that's fair enough, and that's why I retracted my statement. You know, I can You have to understand from my point of view, though. I've got a whole bank ready for us. I've literally done everything, and I said just drive to block and I'll pick you up, and then you can't even do that, right? You can understand my frustration, but when I found out the full picture, I retracted that. You know. Now I apologize. Now I'm sorry for calling you Deadwood. You know. But at the same time, like, this needs to be said to you. You walking away from the gang for the few days to collect your thoughts, a lot of men aren't happy about that. Like, in the nicest way possible, Ved, who are you to be able to walk away when times get tough and say, yeah, I'll be back around when it's all sorted? To be honest, bro, if in future if people are moving like that, they ain't gonna, like, I ain't gonna stay in this gang if people are in the gang after doing that.
I don't walk away because times were tough. I just want you to know that.
Ved, on the phone 5 minutes ago, yeah, you were telling me how time's tough and Winston's in the ICU and Patar's in the ICU, but bro, you aren't even there. We were out having to fight T and do all of this while you were out on a camping trip, bro. Times are tough and you weren't there, and that's how it is. And I know you care about individuals, and like, bro, believe me, like, every part of me tells Patar had our best interest, but I'm vexed at Patar, bro. Like, fingers crossed I ain't gonna regret this if he dies saying all of this, bro, but like, we made a decision as a gang. We had leverage and we've thrown it away.
Okay. Do you agree with was Sparky's, yeah, like how Sparky's been leading recently?
I think Sparky has made poor decisions.
Sure.
But the only thing we can do, Ved, yeah, is evaluate the situation we're in and try and improve from there. You know, like the night everything kicked off, where the money and the gold was stolen and T was shot. Yeah, all them decisions weren't great decisions, but we had days to calculate what we were gonna do next. And we agreed we weren't going to do anything with the gold. And he's gone off as an individual and put us all in a worse situation because of it. Like, we need to be moving as a unit, bro.
No, you're right. You're right. We should be moving as a unit. And I'm not gonna sit here and us go in circles as to why I left.
Sorry.
Ah!
Collateral. Sorry.
Jesus
Collateral.
Christ.
Hey, what are you trying to...
Collateral. Sorry. I'm trying to mediate things.
This ain't an orchestra, you know.
You conduct an orchestra. Now you don't mediate an orchestra, Ed.
Well,
Conduct
yeah.
it.
Okay.
Conductor, you know.
But no, as I was saying, yeah, I don't want to keep looking at the past, and I just hope, I just want to have a conversation with Sparky, because I just want him to make the decisions he truly wants to make, and not the decisions he feels like he has to make, you know?
Do you know what frustrates me, Ved? That day when you were refusing to have a conversation with me, if you just let me speak sense into you, you could have been there when the Winston and the Patar stuff kicked off, and for all we know, bro, you could have prevented them both going into the ICU, and that's why you need to be there if you can.
Okay, so what's this? As much as you're all right, in the same time, what is this whole situation of Vince shooting Winston, Steve shooting Winston, Patar losing an arm because of one of the boys?
So no, Patar didn't lose an arm because of one of the boys. He was left in the cold to freeze. He got hypothermia, and it was probably frostbite, the reason he lost his arm. T gave us riddles to find T's corpse, bro, pretty much. His unconscious body, bro, in the freezing cold. And frostbite got to him. There is no one to blame in that situation. Like, the whole Winston and Vince and Steve stuff. I don't know what you've been told of it. Basically, do you know the tunnel that goes between Seaside Beach and Burger Shop? The water tunnel?
Yeah.
So we spotted T out on the seas. We were chasing him. Most of the boys were on. Some of the boys were on land. I was in a helicopter with Saint, and Winston and Vince were on boats. So me, Saint, and Steve all went to the Burger Shop side of the tunnel to cut them off, and then Vince and Winston followed them in through the tunnel. When they all stopped in there somehow, and Winston holds up Vince at gunpoint and takes his radio and gun. So at that point, Winston's logic was he was worried that Vince was going to pull the trigger, kill T, and we'd never be able to find Patar, which guarantees his death. So Winston's been trying to play a double edge, but he didn't communicate that to us. But his logic was, I'll hold Vince up, get T's trust, find out where Patar is, and then we don't have to worry about Vince shooting T in that scenario. It was a massive miscommunication. Basically, as soon as Vince wasn't getting held up, he called me, let me know that Winston's changed sides, because it wasn't communicated to Vince that he was playing both sides. And it ended up with me communicating that to Steve, and then Steve acting on it as he could see Winston, you know?
Yeah.
It's a massive miscommunication and on all sides, and it's one of those, we can't create a divide in the gang because of it. What happened. We live and we learn, but like I said, we need to be moving as a unit, bro.
You're right, Matt. You are definitely right. Uh, mm.
And
As much as a lot of people won't understand as to why I may have gone away and how that may have affected the gang, I'm not gonna sit and apologize, but I do understand it.
I don't
I
want
did
an
what I felt was
apology. I
right.
just don't want to see it ever happen again, to be honest, bro. Because, like, I know I ain't in no command place in the... Jesus, Saint.
Saint,
Sorry.
Saint,
I
I
know
just
I
want to make
ain't...
sure you get it.
I know I
understand it.
ain't
I
in,
understand.
like, no command place in the gang. But if we aren't starting to be brutal and actually make changes, I'm gone. But I know we're going to make
That's what I said.
changes.
Bro, I am telling you, the reason why I stayed away, I walked away is because I was debating on leaving. The way the gang was going is, I told Fatah this, it's not the same gang I once knew, and that's not because of thing. It's just because of how we are moving. We're not moving as family. We're not like based of like people's decisions. It's just fucking everyone over even more and more for no apparent reason.
We shouldn't be, like... We don't move like we used to when we shouldn't, bro. We need to, like, forget about the past, evaluate where we're at, and look around us, bro. Like, the reality is we need to start operating like other gangs and be more brutal. Like, there's a lot of truth in what T says, bro. There is dead weight in this gang. And I'll be completely honest, Fed, I would say you're part of that. But when I went to you the other week and said, let's go around and show you all these strategies, because I want you to stay around and improve, bro. Because I don't want you to get left behind with all of that. But we need to forget about this whole old Mandem, how we operated, and actually move forward. It's a eat or be eaten world. And that's how it is these days.
Hmm. Uh,
You feel me?
I hear you.
Do you agree with me?
Moving more as a gang, I feel like how are we gonna? Let me ask you this: do you consider the gang family?
You guys will always have a soft spot, and you will always be family. But the way I'm looking at it these days, bro, is if you ain't pushing the gang forward, you shouldn't be part of the gang no more. Like I'd say,
agree with
I
the
have a soft
productive
spot for
side.
T, bro. He's family, but he ain't the gang no more, is he?
Well, okay. Well, so if you believe that we're all family, then we should start treating each other like family. Because the constant disrespect everyone gets, it's just it kind of gets to a certain point of like a break point. And if we don't sort that out and people don't listen to each other and they're just arrogant and only care about themselves, but let's be realistic, everyone in this gang only cares about themselves, or majority of people do.
Not at all. Bro, if I only cared about myself, I wouldn't have gone to you and tried to help you.
Well,
That's
I'm not.
me caring for you, bro, because I know there's a situation where you won't be in the gang anymore if you don't step up. I can see it happening. Like
Why does it have to be that? Okay, if we're family, yeah, if someone isn't doing much for the gang, but you call them family, like this is what I don't like, bro. If let's just say I may not do much for the gang, but I still fight for the gang. I do much. Is that a family? But you want me to get kicked if I don't do anything for the gang? Is that why do I have to get kicked because I don't do much? Is that because to me that's not family, bro? That's just a gang.
Well, we're a gang then.
Well, then I guess that's where we see different.
I just want, it's not a hard concept, Ed. I want you to step up, bro.
No, I will step up.
Like,
I'm
do
just
you
saying.
want us to keep moving how we are, bro? Like, as much as we're a family and we're happy to be a family, we're in a line of work, bro, where we're gonna get ourselves killed if we don't step up.
Matt, look, I
Us
agree with you.
being weak at the moment has put 2 of our boys in the ICU in a few days, bro.
I think, look, that's what we both see different, right? But you're 100% right. I do agree with you with the whole stepping up and finding together, being a unit. You're 100% right. It's just yeah, man. As you said, we just gotta stop looking at the past for now and just move forward, bro. 'Cause I can't afford someone else passing away 'cause of this whole fucking mess.
Yeah. You just need to do better. We do.
Yeah.
And that starts by people just listening. When we agree on something, don't think, oh yeah, my interest is good, like I'm gonna go against that, you know? Because that's exactly what Petard did, and we're in a worse situation for Annie's heart.
Mm-hmm.
Music, sorry. Yeah. Because, like, I feel like what you just said to me, Ved, is giving I don't want to step up. You want to be able to be in the gang and back it, but you don't want to be pushing us to be better.
No, I didn't say that.
That's what it was giving.
Well, I don't mean in that way. I just don't like the whole concept of you get kicked if you don't do this. That's what I don't like.
It's not your...
Sure, we should all be productive. That's what everyone's been pushing. T, you, everyone. And you're one of the main prime examples. You push everyone to do more.
Unfortunately, bro, the way the gang's been for the past year or so, without that motivation behind people of worrying about being kicked, I don't see anyone doing anything. And that's why that would have to be put in place, because we've seen how, like, not having that motivation behind us leaves us. We're complacent. We've been complacent. The whole bench situation is complacency. And I'm not putting all the blame on you for the bench stuff, because it obviously wasn't you, but you'd be lying to yourself to say you're not complacent as well.
No. I've been known I've been complacent.
Well, take that worry about being kicked and use that as motivation to actually do something. Set yourself goals. Like, even if they're tiny goals, bro. Like, even last week, I set myself a goal. I'm gonna get decent at Thermite, bro. It's the one thing, like, the one hack I can't do. And, bro, I managed to do a vault one. You know, it's like, I don't make a big deal out of stuff like that, because I'm always setting myself little goals to improve, but you know what I mean? We just don't. Like, the only reason, I've said this multiple times to loads of people, Stee ain't that special, bro. But the reason he stands out is because he's motivated. And he actually strives for us to be better. You get me?
Man, I hear you, man. I just there's a lot of shit I want to say,
Say it.
but no, because it's not worth it.
No, why is it not
Well,
worth it though?
It's because-
being somebody who's in, you know, I think It's not worth sitting there holding back what you have to say. Like that's why this conversation's happening. You have something to say. Just,
No, because it's a clear line of we see shit differently, and
Try convince me though. I'm trying to hear it. Wait 1 second. This is Sparky. Hello.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Time to come in.
Pull up to Stab City. That's where we're at.
Alright, say less.
Yeah.
Because as much as I'm here to, if I vent to you, my problem still lies with just Sparky and just having a conversation with him and telling him how I feel about it.
but are you gonna have that conversation with him and tell him exactly how you feel? That's
Yeah.
the thing.
I've had it with Patar, I have it with him. Even if you man are here. It's just me venting to you won't do anything about it. No, it won't change.
Yeah.
We need to just do better.
I think the bottom line is we just need to like move as a gang. Is basically what it is. I just think some people have a different like definition of what that is. I think we all just need to get on the same page of because I think what's going to happen, right? And I'll tell you what's going to happen is going to have that conversation again that we had a bit ago about are we a gang or are we a family? I just think we should, I mean, we have to move like a gang.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, bro.
That's
like,
the bottom line.
where I'm at is we're either making a change or I'm gonna dip. You know?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's either we
And-
change.
We've moved like a family for the past year, and
Look where that got us.
yeah, we've been the most complacent we've ever been. Like, what are you holding back, bed? I want to hear it.
It's bro. My main two problems was with Patar and Sparky.
What problem do you have with Patar?
Well, Patar is. I mean,
Oh. Wait.
Yeah,
Yo, he's blind as
where the
hell.
fuck you
Huh?
are?
In the middle, in the middle.
I sound like you're crying.
No, I'm laughing at you've just gone in a circle around us.
Oh. I was gonna say, man up.
Blind as
bitch.
hell, man, I tell you.
Sorry. Joking.
No, I'm on that too, bro. Okay, pull up.
Where you at? Oh, there you are. Hello.
Eh,
yo,
You don't got any munch?
I do actually. There you go.
Oh. Damn. Came with a whole menu. What's going on here? Thought you was camping.
yeah, I'm back. Listen, Sparky, I've been wanting to have a conversation with you. 'Cause, I had this conversation with Patar, and I want to have it with you. Just to be blunt with you, bro. I'm not happy with the way you're going about with the things you're doing, the way you're leading. Because to be real with you, bro, I just feel like you're not making decisions based off of how you feel. Prime example. Shooting T. You shot T, but you told me you gave your word to the boys and you didn't want to look weak or back down from what you said. But in my opinion, you knew by shooting T it would escalate the situation even more. Now, top of tar, I may not agree with him getting shot, but it's then what happened after that. Stealing his gold, and then you boys doubling down. Information being hidden away from us, and we had to go to T to get the full side of the story, because certain information was just like
what?
Well, like the conversation you had with Sparky, I mean, with T in the subway with like the whole gold and the 25 mil, and how he wanted us to work for it or some shit by giving it back.
So he told you about the passing comment he made about I could take the money and I could make you work back to 25 mil and then tell you could keep it.
Mm-hmm. But it's not just that, bro. It's doubling down all the time, bro. Like that day, right before I got kidnapped, you had a conversation with T, but didn't tell us, and that resulted to me getting kidnapped.
What do you mean didn't tell you?
You didn't tell us.
I didn't tell you because you was caught lacking about 30 seconds afterwards.
No, you went straight to bed.
No, I didn't.
You did. And me and Matt went to do a bank.
Everyone who was
Our
around
point-
at that time got told about the phone call. You was probably
Oh,
out
was it?
selling fucking Haribos.
Listen, my point is, yeah, I feel like every time T comes to you to try conclude, you double down, and it just makes the situation way worse, and everything just starts to unfold and go to shit. And I just feel like you're making decisions which I feel like you even know isn't right, and it's just fucking the gang over even more and more and more. And I feel like the way you're going about things, I don't see there being a Mandem in the future, bro.
All right, let me ask you this.
Are we a gang or
You say
are we a
about
family?
talking to T about bringing it to an end. Do you know what the
Mm.
clauses are to bring this to an end?
I asked him yesterday.
And what did he say?
He said it's either two options. And it might not be true, because he might be manipulative. But he said he's either coming for the block and taking the chains, or it's up to Sparky to come to terms to end this. And Tar told me that day he's going to try and make it right. 'cause
Wait,
he
he
understood
said
me.
it's up to me to go to him and end it,
Yeah.
as in
Or
a
talk to him.
conversation. Like, what's the details on that?
Yeah, he just said to just talk to him, innit? And obviously, I don't know what he meant by that.
There's no way you believe that.
Well, I don't, but I do believe if he wanted to shoot Patar that day when he got kidnapped, he would have, because he made this whole bullshit of I'm gonna take Patar's life and I'm gonna take Sparky's life, but he didn't take Patar's life. But I'm not saying you should go conversate with him because you can't trust T. I don't want you to get shot. I don't want you to get hurt. But all I just want is every time you do have a conversation with him,
Hello?
just not double down, man. Not
text
make
me
the
your ping.
situation worse. Because he told me
Okay.
you keep thinking he's playing mind games, and it's just making him aggravate even more and doing.
I don't think he's playing mind games. Big man, he took you to the woods in a tent.
So why did you double down that day with the conversation?
What, when he called me and said, you want me to play mind games?
Yeah.
Because he already is.
So, but you
If
just
you,
said
if you genuinely think he weren't doing shit at that point, you're blind, bro.
okay. So
Come on
you just
now,
said-
what?
you-
Pulling
you-
up to
you-
people's races, texting
Yes, you
them.
just said he ain't playing
calling
mind
them.
games, and now you said
What?
he was. You just said you don't think he's playing mind games.
You fucking stupid. Bro, I said that he said that he weren't playing mind games.
No.
And I said, you already are. And he said, no, I'm not. If you want me to play mind games, I'll play mind games. And I said, yeah, go on then. Because he already was, bro. There's no difference. Me saying that might have pissed him off. Yeah, 100%. Bro's
that's why I
been
don't
playing
agree,
mind
bro.
games. Everyone's just so shying away from the fact is that he has been playing mind games this whole time. Ever since either maybe both of them, maybe one of the things. Could have been me shooting him, getting robbed, or both combined. Ever since that happened, it's been ved games. Ved games? Fucking mind games, bro.
Yeah, but my
You
point
know
still
that.
stands.
You literally know that, though.
Bro, every time
Bed
there's a chance
games.
to
Fuck.
de-escalate situation, you escalate even further. It keeps on getting
Okay,
worse
answer me
and
this
worse
question.
and worse.
Answer me this question. What have we done to escalate? What have we done physically?
Bro,
Since robbing
we
him
haven't
and shooting
done
him, what have we
anything.
done?
It's been you and Patar.
Okay. Okay. We haven't done shit. Me and Patar ain't done shit. What's he done?
No, I'm saying we haven't. It's you and Patar who's been making it worse.
I'm asking you a question and you're not answering it. You
I've
said
literally told you 10
that we
times, bro.
escalated it.
Every time
How did we
you have
escalate
a
it?
conversation with T, you either poke the bear even more so the situation gets worse, or like, bro, that's literally all it is, bro. Every time you have a conversation with T, it gets worse and worse and worse. And my point is, I want you to make decisions based off of what you truly feel and not because of how you want to be seen by others in this gang.
Look, Ved, I already told you the shooting thing, and I've said this to multiple people. Was that cool? What was best for this group? No. But what's done has been done, Ved. This is the thing that you're not
No, I
realizing.
agree. No, I do
Is
agree.
there's no happy families. If there was happy families, Qatar would be with us right now, wouldn't he?
No,
After that conversation.
Sparky, and I do agree with you. And I told you, me and Matt literally agreed to this. The past is the past. But moving forward, I just want you to just be more thoughtful with the way you go about things, bro.
Okay.
Because every
And
time
I'm hearing you out. So what is it
you
you
made a
want? What is it
decision-
you want?
every time you made a decision, I've had the shit end of the stick. I've got kidnapped. I got blown up. And bro, I just want you to just be more thoughtful on the decisions you make and be aware of how it's gonna affect the people around us.
Okay.
If you know,
Now, same question.
I'm gonna double down on T.
I want
but
to know
one of the boys
what
is gonna
it
get
is
hurt by it.
you want us to do. Because if you think that there's things that could have been done to prevent what happened after the shooting and robbing. After the shooting and robbing was done, bro, it set the scene. Those were the mistakes. Everything that followed that was not going to change either way. I get
Yeah,
the point you're making, and you're not wrong in some of the things you're saying, but what do you want? That's what you need to bring to me. What is it you
I just
want
want
then?
you to hear T out. As much as
You
we
want
can't
me to
trust
speak to T and hear him out.
him,
Ian
over
turns
the
around to
phone.
me and says, I want the
not-
block and I want to kill you. Then what do I say?
Listen, I just feel like every time you do talk to him, even just over the phone, I feel like you don't hear him out. I understand we can't trust him. Just to hear him out, bro. Not to just keep poking him and just make him even more aggravated. Fucking just make
This
shit
is
even
an
more
unknown
worse.
number. I'm going to take this
Take it.
real quick.
Yeah.
Hello?
Pause. That sounded crazy.
Who the fuck? I'm in the middle of a very serious conversation. Is this important?
Everybody, welcome
Alright, what's going on?
Steven to the stage. Woo, Steven! Let's go. Steven. To the stage.
We just need to move like a unit,
Who the
bro.
fuck is this, bruv?
No, I agree.
Bruv, you're calling me on a... What the fuck? Don't call this number, man.
Like, looking at the bigger picture, bro. Yeah, first night we've all agreed, bro. The robbing of T and shooting him, bad decisions. We've all agreed that. Who's this now? Is this us?
No. Bro, why is it unknown numbers now calling me?
I mean, we are in the lost, bro.
Yeah, ignore it. Oh, yeah. But either way, bro, those decisions were made poorly, bro. It be what it be, it happened. Like, but since then, the only thing that shouldn't have happened is Patar giving back the gold. And I'll be honest, this is what I mean. We need to move like a gang. He moved like an individual and look at the situation we're in now. Like we made a decision, yeah. We're gonna keep that gold as leverage. And what he does is think, oh, I know what to do. I'm gonna ignore what everyone's agreed on, yeah, and I'm gonna go off on my own and try and make things right when we knew that wasn't gonna go. Could you step over there if you're gonna shout, Steve?
Okay, well,
Sorry,
alright,
you know, shouting.
let me ask this then, Sparky. How do you see this ending?
Look, man. I want what's best for everyone, right? I do. I'd like to hope after everything you'd believe that. It's a difficult situation. Like Matt said, mistakes were made. I'll wear that on my chest. How we move forward, it's not as much dictated by us. The energy's already been set. Like you said, we haven't, other than conversations, there's not been much from our side. But moves have been made on his side. Like, look where Patar is. And yeah, you could argue, you know, that wouldn't happen if Patar went and didn't go and meet him solo and all that shit. That's what happened. Because what do you see? You see, I call T, I say, let's have a meeting. I go speak to him face to face. We sit at a bar, we have a couple drinks, and it's all good.
No, I don't want you to have a face-to-face meeting with him alone at all, bro. I told you we can't trust him.
I had quite a long chat with him last night, actually.
Who, T?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He was calling pretty much everybody, and everybody that answered basically were essentially were on smoke with him and poking the bear more and more. I spoke to him and was civil to him.
Bro,
What was the vibe?
The vibe was he's still on the, you know, he just wanted the best from the Mandem. He was hinting on the fact that he wants the block still, but he was also leaving it open to us keeping the block. Essentially saying that if USK take action, actually get rid of the Deadwood in the gang, and show the action you promised, then, you know, he might not take the block, is the way he put it. But then I'm pretty sure he had a phone call with Moses, because about an hour later, Moses said on the radio, the block might be blown up tomorrow.
See, if that is the energy he's on, though,
what?
of what he said to Steve, then I will call him.
I mean, it was a 25-minute phone call. You know, there was obviously a little bit of hostility, but not much. It was pretty back and forth. I let him speak, he let me speak. I went on for 25 minutes. Obviously, there was mind games involved and all that, but
Fuck yeah. You know that day I got kidnapped? What I got from the conversation was he was just hurt, bro, and he just it just seemed like he just wanted closure, and he just wanted to be treated the same as everyone else did in the past. And obviously that's why I understand him from his perspective, right? And this is before Patal going into ICU, and I still saw that same OT who still cared for him. And I asked him, why'd you not shoot me? And he said, because I still care for the gang and I want what's best for the Mandem. And that's why I did want you and T to just to sort out your differences, you, Patal, and T, just to sort your differences out. But I feel like
T in the ICU, man. He put
yeah,
time in the ICU. He can't be there.
Now it's a bit kind of past.
I
that
got
point.
a question though, right? You want me to call him and speak to him? I'm gonna do that anyway. After hearing what you were saying to Steve. He turns around to me, says, show me the initiative that you've got what it takes. Get rid of the Deadwood and all of that. Same energy he was giving me in the subway to move the gang forward, and we'll call it even. You reckon I should do that, yeah?
It's difficult, right? Because I want you to sort your differences out. But
I just need a clear answer.
yes, but I don't want you to end up getting shot, which I
You know
truly
full
believe
well if
you
I
won't
take
get
that
shot.
option, you're gone.
Well, if it's for the best of the gang, sure.
Yee.
I'm gonna give you a truth. In that underground, T was already pushing me to do that. That's what T wanted from me. That's what he wanted to hear. He wanted me to name who I thought in the gang was Deadwood and show that I could get him gone. That was the one of the main points, if not the main point that he was making to me, right? If I had to listen to him that day,
Oi.
then I would have taken his words, and to give it to you bluntly, you would have been one of them. And you know that though. And that would have been what T wanted, not what I wanted. I wanted to give everyone a chance to step up, and the people who T saw as that, it didn't matter to me because I knew who was pulling their weight and who was slacking behind, but I wanted to give everyone a chance to step up under the new change.
But you're forgetting.
If I would have went with T, you would have been gone.
Bro, you're not seeing a bigger picture, bro. Even if you named me as one of them, he would have still left. And you're the leader, bro. It's up to you on who decides to leave. The reason why this all happened is because he got shot, not because you didn't name who. Doesn't matter if he left. He wanted to leave. We were wrong of asking him to. Keep asking him to stay anyway. He would have left regardless, even if you didn't shoot him.
I'm not saying that what he did is because of me not answering that question, Ved. What I'm telling you is, the man that you're putting a lot of trust in is the same man that wanted to see you walk off without a chain. And I wanted to give you a chance. And if you're saying I should be more conscious of the gang and do what you think is right and what he was saying, then you know what that is.
Okay, but then you're making decisions based off of what he's saying to you.
So then you got to make up your mind on what you want.
I told you, I want what's best for this gang.
And the whole reason that conversation in the subway got heated is because I had your man's backs and I didn't want to just cast you under the bus, and I wanted to give everyone a chance. That's why it escalated. I know what you're trying to say, but I've had your best intentions at heart with that whole conversation. Shooting him for the gang was dumb. I said this. I don't know what else I can say. Can't go there and do a tenet and make the bullet come out of him and catch it in the piece, can I? It's been done.
Well, I don't know, man. As much as I want you to meet up with him, bro, it's like I just don't want you to end up getting shot for it.
I'm gonna speak to him. I will speak to him today. That was part of the plan anyway. Like every couple of days it's worth happening, right? And I'll hear him out and we'll have a conversation. I won't aggravate it. I'll just hear it. I'll listen and I'll see what he's saying. But we are still in the situation we're in, and we can't take his word for gospel. And I know that we fuck with T Heavy and we fucked with T Heavy and that he did a lot for all of us. I still feel the pain for what I did, but ultimately we can't have rose-tinted glasses and look past the things he has done. Even if we push him to do those things, he has done things to our people.
I agree.
And we can't just ignore that.
You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. Oh, Matt said as well earlier, man. We just need to stop looking past on what happened and just see how we want to move forward.
We need to just move as a unit, bro. Like, we wouldn't.
That's it. If you're not unified on the vision, then
we wouldn't be in anywhere near as bad of a situation if Patar moved with us like a gang. He moved as an individual that night, and he threw away our leverage and then put himself in hospital. And like, as much as his best interests were definitely like, yeah, I'm gonna make things right, like, he hasn't done that in slightest, bro. He's made it significantly worse. And that's because he was moving as an individual. We have to move like a unit. And that's why, and for the most part, that's why we all ignored the whole Vince and Steve and Winston situation of shooting each other.
Sorry.
But, like, at the end of the day, we can sit on that all day, but we're just creating a divide that doesn't need to be there.
Yo. He's right. It is literally no time like now where we need to be sticking together.
Yeah.
And like, bro, I know you take it as like this whole gang family thing you brought up earlier, Ved. We have to move like a gang and we have to move brutal. And if being threatened to be like removed from the gang is what needs to motivate you to actually step up, bro, like that's how it has to be. Like we haven't had any.
That's not how it should be, though.
Then you say that, bro, but that's how it's been for the last year. There hasn't been no stepping up, and that's why we got complacent, bro. And that's the situation we're in now. Like we were all complacent.
Yup.
Like
Even with my conversation with Patai, I let him give up. I should have kept pushing him.
we have your best interest at heart, Ved. But like if you're dragging everyone down, it's the reality's there.
Then don't call it a family, bro.
Oh.
Just call it a gang. No, don't.
It doesn't
don't call each
matter what
other
you call
family
it,
and
bro.
don't
This
call
is some waffle. It doesn't change the fact. All we want, Ved, yeah, is you to step up and try and be better. And want to improve.
No, and I agree. I've had visions.
Well, act on them.
I've
Right.
had things I wanted to do, but it's the whole ice cream truck thing where I wanted to start selling guns out of it. But then the book shit happened. Patar lost the bench.
You
Just went
can
to shit,
still
bro.
act on it, bro.
No, I know. It's just when we were in war, like everything just got delayed, man. And it's just
You just gotta do something.
yeah.
You're better trying and failing than doing
Yeah.
nothing. I said this to Matt. I told Matt, we need to push each other to do better. You need to want to grow, bro. That's all it is. You don't need to be the most skilled individual on the planet. It's not about that. I think some people see us talking about, you know, accepting that we do have to be a gang and think, oh, well, I can't shoot, I can't drive, I can't hack, then I'm fucked. No, you just need to fucking want to learn, want to get better, want to adapt, and not just be wanting to be here for the sake of it.
Stuck in the old times.
Yeah. Life's changed a lot. Gotta keep changing. It's all we asking from you, bro.
Yeah.
That was something T said last night on the phone, actually. Because he said the people that are stuck in the glory days need to. I can't remember the term he used, but he basically said half the gang is stuck in the past and half the gang gonna progress.
It's true.
And I said I was gonna give everyone that chance. See, this is your chance.
So what is making movements to you? You said okay. Not skills, but what? All right, what? I guess just being productive. You mean?
Yeah, it's just being
Yeah.
assertive.
Going out of your way to do shit. Push yourself without having to have someone
Pap, think
light
of
a
the 2
fire
months,
under your
bro.
ass. Wanna learn
Papal
new
on
skills,
top.
wanna learn new attributes,
Bala
wanna
gang.
find individual ways to become useful.
For the love of fuck, that doesn't just mean weed runs, bro.
Yeah, literally. Like I feel like people get it twisted and think, oh well, that must mean, you know, we want to be a gang. All right, weed runs and shooting. That's all it is. Nah, bro. It's never all that.
Try to build relationships with people. Like, for example, me joining Vendetta, like, that got us linked in with Hydra in the first place. We didn't know none of them before that. Like, it doesn't have to be... Just go meet people and build relationships to the point where we all meet them.
Bro, none of us, like, all of us ain't been doing well enough. Our relationships have been getting carried by Matt, Steve, and a couple others for the last, like, 6 months. I'm even speaking on myself. Like, there's only a few people that
I
draw out relationships.
hate to cut you off, but just before Tsunami, I have a really serious question.
Go.
Are we a family
Are
or
we
a gang?
Are we a gang? Are we a gang?
Wow.
Wow, that's kind of
That
crazy,
was
bro.
mad,
Wow.
Whoever put this
Man
fucking
hit
bench
flicks
here,
like that. See that, Ved? That's what we want. We want you to
That's
put
what
in
we
the
want, bro,
time
yeah.
to become Steve. That's
So,
what you need to do.
6 a.m. every day arcade, bro. I'll see you there, okay?
Yo, I already got that schedule sorted, bro.